But to ultimately answer your question, with blooding him out, I'm not going to blood out everyone. We don't blood people in, right? Saint is an example. Saint left last night. I had a meeting with her. We're never going to just blood people out for wanting to leave. It was an accumulation of what he did was so bad. I wanted to close the door on Terry, as like close it off for good. And also, I feel like Terry's the type of person where if he was in my position, he'd have done the same. And I know you might not necessarily agree with that.
I have a love-hate relationship with Bloodouts. As I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah.
I just think after everything that happened back then, one thing I want within Manor when it comes to people leaving or Bloodouts is consistency. I do agree that there's more people in the group that are worthy of Bloodouts, and I think there's people in the group that are less worthy of Bloodouts. But after what's happened here, I want to make a decision on whether we do or we don't, and that's what we go with. And then whatever we decide applies to everyone.
Okay.
Or you go with the angle of we don't do Bloodouts, but if you are an OG, you get blooded in to become an OG. So if in the rare situation, which shouldn't be happening because they're an OG, but if an OG does get kicked or anything like that, they would receive Bloodouts because they actually got blooded in.
I like that. I prefer that. Only I will say, had we have brought in the OGs when we initially discussed it, we would have had to blood out 2 OGs yesterday.
I said that to Saint when she spoke to me today. I said 2 of my OGs are already gone.
Isn't it just as well we waited?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, as peak as Blood and Terry out was, it kind of it exposed Kylie, and in turn exposing Kylie, I think also kind of exposed a few of the girls.
Yeah, I know what you're touching on. I spoke to Gigi because James told me there was some suspicion to whether they was trying to set you up or something, right?
There's more to that too that I found out last night, and I don't know how to feel about it.
So, as far as I'm aware right now, this is what happened. Gigi, Saint, and Kylie and Tatty are in a conversation. Kylie's vocalizing that she wants to meet with you to f you up or whatever. Them 3 say to her, that's not happening. If you guys meet, you can't hurt Steve, whatever. Like, can't do that. All on the same page. Saint and Tatty then step away and have a sidebar that Gigi's not involved